I have all the recording. I can take uh, silence as a consent. So thank you very much. Let's continue with this session now. So this session would be 1 hour, and I'll try to be a little brief on this. Hopefully, when you have any question, you can unmute your mic and ask me question. I will introduce myself, but unfortunately, I would not have time for introduction from anyone or everyone in this module, all the learners. So the only opportunity with this is please, whenever you have any question, unmute your mic, introduce yourself with your friends or with your learners, other learners, and ask your question. So that's the way we'll be moving forward with this module. But if you have any question, any queries, any communication you want to create with me, I will give you some method through which you can, ask a few questions even after the learning session or live session. So, okay, so before we work on this, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Muhammad Imran Qureshi. This is my brief profile. I'm working on most of the time, my area is digital technologies, quantitative data analysis, environmental management, and human technology interaction. These are a few of my profiles. If you want to learn about me more, so please search on the internet my name and you will find a few of these profile. But the most important one, the resources for researcher, which is our YouTube channel, Connecting Asia TV, where I usually share my content, which is based on different tools and techniques for research and how we can get our research article published quickly. That is also one of the areas. These are a few important YouTube videos where I've discussed a few systematic literature review and meta-analysis and different data analysis tools and techniques, which hopefully most of them we will use in this module, in this course as well. But if you want to learn something from these, please go on and look at the Connecting Asia TV. Before we start, let me just introduce to you the Appraise, an association for professional researchers and academicians. And this association have a few journals. It's a non-profit organization, obviously. A few journals. We have systematic literature review and meta-analysis journal. I'm the editor-in-chief for this journal, and I would love to see your submission within this journal, and also for editorial board members. So we are looking for it, and we will send you a few emails on this. So if you are interested in joining our editorial board or submitting a research article to this journal, I will be sending some emails to all of you, and you can join us and share your knowledge with us and expertise. We are also planning to conduct SLRM conference, where I'll create some links to all these participants, and also the possibility of publishing research articles, which I'm planning to complete within this 1 month from all of you. And if possible, we can submit those to this conference, and also we can get this article published in reputable journals as well. So I will be at your assistance in all these processes. So whenever you need me, you can just let me know, and we can work together on different avenues, especially in terms of publication, in terms of research article completion. So if we have an overlapping area, we can collaborate in terms of authorship as well. But if you are from a different area, don't worry. I will help you with all these tools and techniques which we will be using in this systematic literature review meta-analysis class. Okay. These are some of the learners. We have more than 500 learners for this module. This is the fourth iteration, and 492 learners, and you can see it is from different geographical locations. So that tells us the story behind the popularity of these AI tools, and you can see all over the world the people are willing to learn.
That's
And
Brazil.
yeah, please, Patterson, do you have any question?
No, no, sir.
Okay,
Someone has a question in the chat.
okay, let me check. Um, Okay, for the indexing, this journal is indexed in currently we have a base DOI Crossref, but it is not indexed in DOAJ. DOAJ is in process, so hopefully next year will be indexed in DOAJ, and hopefully after that we'll apply for Scoopus and Web of Science. So that's a process. I will send you all the detail and complete information about the journal to everyone, because I want everyone to be part of this journal, and we can together take this journal to the next level, and in better indexings as well. But obviously this journal is being started almost 2 years now, so we can apply for some indexing, and I'm already preparing that for this process. But currently DOI, Google Scholar, DOAJ, all these type of indexing only. Okay, so Uh, let's continue with working with the uh, course now. So this masterclass is designed in 4 different steps. I will explain all these steps in detail later on, but this is very important. But before we move on to this, let's look at the delivery modules and how we are going to learn. So I will be providing you a few videos, which is already being available on your portal. If you have seen your portal, I will demonstrate that how you can access this information in your portal, and you can ask questions, you can initiate discussion. So it's a complete learning management system where you will find videos and also some exercise files. Okay, so the live session would be mainly for interaction and discussing about the work is being done. Okay, so I'll provide you a few working templates. The most important one would be systematic literature review research article template, which I believe everybody can use that template to create their first, or maybe if you are already working on systematic literature review, you can still use this template for your high quality research article. So I will share that template within the video and explain the complete template, how you can use that template for your systematic literature review process. But remember, the whole idea of this online class is to create at least one research article. And by using that template, I believe within 1 month, you can create one research article. That would be really helpful for everybody. Okay, so then we can have question answer session. These live sessions can take like 1 hour to 2 hours, but mostly when we have a few questions, we can take it to 2 hours, or discussions would be allowed. Okay, so let me share with you how you can use this learning management platform. Okay, so this is the interface usually you see when you have registered with this course, and when you click on start learning, you will be redirected to the learning management portal, and you can see that there are a lot of information available. So there are 4 different modules. I will explain these modules in detail today, but the module 1 is already being updated, and you can start learning for module 1. Okay, and then we will start working for module 2 next week. Then we have module 3 and module. Remember, there are some additional learning. The previously in previous sessions, I uh, completed this, or I included this learning within the module 1, but now I think that things are getting more complex. So I have some content for you for additional learning, because some of you have already using all these chat GPT, Gemini, and all these tools. They don't need to work on these tools. But for those who are not familiar, I have these introductory videos for your prompt engineering, your custom instruction upgradation in ChatGPT. So you can use this information and populate your ChatGPT for optimal use. And how to use this learning management system, there is one video available for this in additional learning as well. So additional learning that might not be directly part of your modules, but that is very much valuable because we are using those concepts and those information within our module. So please take a look at additional learning as well. And I will keep sending you emails on all different upgrades as well. Okay, so once you have module 1. So click on this. You will be redirected to different lessons. So currently we have 4 different lessons. So this is the video, but this is the overview of that lesson. And if lesson have any uh, file attached to this one, you will see that here as an exercise file. For example, developing a research question. So you can see that there is a file attached to this one. Okay, so you can see this is exercise file, and these are the files you can download, and maybe these are the lecture notes, and sometime there would be some working activities as well. Okay, and at the end you have this comments. The comment box is being used for initiating any discussion about that topic. For example, if you have some question about that video or that specific topic which you are not clear of, you can ask this question here and write your conversation here. But there is another way of doing initiating some discussion is the discussion module, which is available on the main screen of your course. I will show you that later on. But for now, once you write any comment, just submit, and I can read that and I can reply to those comments, and maybe I can take those comments into the next session, and we can discuss more on these type of the comments and all this. Okay, so this is simple overview of learning management system, where you will find all the activities and all the content for this module. Okay, so if you look at this interface where you have start learning, you can see that the reviews, obviously, I would like if you can provide some reviews after each class, so that's very important. But the question answer is, if you want to ask any question, please ask it here, and I will try to answer your questions here. And the announcement section is the most important one. Please take a look at this announcement section every time, because I will update any new information within this session. Even for today's session, and the Zoom meeting link is already being updated in the announcement. So these are a few important aspects of our learning management system. Okay, so is it okay? Any question on the learning management system? If you have any query, any question, please unmute your mic and ask me. Or if you want to write it, please type it in the chat box if you have any question on this point. Okay, so delivery method, I believe it's clear, and I think you have already explored some of these points as well. Okay, now the course content. There are a few questions. Let me check on this. Okay, so will our access to these recordings? Okay, for the expiry for 1 year, you have access for all these modules. But if we are changing our learning management system and updating anything, we will send you email, and we will let you know when your subscription will be over. But for now, there is no time frame. At least for 1 year, you can access all these course material and content. So no problem. You can work at your ease, and you can create your time for learning. That's important. So you have access, no problem with that point. Okay, so the important material for this course is a systematic literature review research article. I have that template ready for the previous modules as well, but with some new tools and techniques, I'm trying to redefine that template. Okay, so hopefully I will upload that template by tomorrow, by after updating some new content and some new information. Hopefully you will receive this video and the content on how to use that template maybe by tomorrow. Okay, so but you can continue working with these videos, because there is a lot of content already available on your portal for working. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's continue working with the video tutorials and PDF files. Obviously, that would also be part of your modules. Okay, so uh, working template is more like your research article. Okay, so it is based on some practical guidelines and also a practical example of writing a research article. So what we'll try to fulfill all these or maybe try to write all these different sections and subsection of this template. We'll try to fill up these sections or subsection of that template. And then technically you are creating one research article, and that will help you to understand how you can work with this systematic literature review. There are many possibilities, but some of them I have already listed down within that template. According to your area of research, you can use any of these different, but obviously I will guide you on each step of this systematic literature review process. So certification would be provided once you will submit final file. Okay, so once the final question, which is technically a quiz. So once that quiz is completed, we will send you certification because we want to make sure that you have learned those contents and you are familiar with the basics of systematic literature review, and then we can share with you the certificates of this course. Okay. So about the course aim is very much clear now. So we want to write a systematic literature review research article, and not just a systematic literature review research article, a high quality research article which can be published in any journal with responsible use of AI tools and techniques. Yes, I know in the market you see that there are many people who are telling you that you can just write a few prompts and you can write a complete research article. That is not the case, and if you do that, technically no journal will accept your research article. So we need to use these tools as the tools rather than they are guiding us. We will be guiding these tools what we exactly need. Okay, so that's how we will be working. But don't worry, these tools will make your work so much easy that you can save tons of time and tons of energy in terms of writing process. So even you will be, more like ethical and responsible user of AI tools and techniques. Yeah. Any question? Okay, so a quick note on the four different modules, but these modules are drawn from a systematic literature review process, which I have created after writing many systematic literature review research articles. So traditionally, I have uploaded one video on this fundamentals of systematic literature review. Please watch that video, very important. But the main idea is this: there are four different steps of any systematic literature review or any research articles, okay? So first one is conceptualization. It means that you need to conceptualize. It means you need to create a very, a research question which can attract or which can, use as a guideline for your research. Okay, so first step is to formulating your research question, and that is the first module is about. Okay, the second one is data search and extraction. Then we have data synthesis, and finally we'll be working on writing and reviewing your final literature review research article. So this is a complete workflow, and this is a simple way of writing any systematic literature review. But obviously, each step is a multi-phase step where you have multiple aspects of working with these different tools and techniques. So let me give you a complete demonstration on what exactly you should expect from this course and how are we going to work on this course. Okay, so first we have four different steps. The step one is obviously conceptualization. Then the step two is data extraction. Step three is literature synthesis, and step four is review and reporting. Okay, so each step is linked with other step, but at the same time they are different. The outcomes of each step are different, and by completing these four steps you would be able to complete your complete research article. Okay, so let's talk about the step one. What is included, what you should expect from step one. So step one is technically important in terms of developing your research question and applying Goldilocks test. So there are four important objectives of this step one. So first, you should learn about the prompt engineering. If you are familiar with this prompt engineering, I have discussed this 4C formula for prompt engineering in many different speeches and many different conferences. But I have also uploaded one video on fundamentals of prompt engineering, especially for researchers in additional learning. Okay. So please watch that video, make yourself familiar with the prompt engineering because we will be using detailed prompting in this course. So I want you to learn what are the key ingredients of an efficient prompt, okay? Because that's very much important. Most of the time, if your prompt or the question you are asking to AI is not accurate, is not clear, obviously you will get very general result. And as a researcher, we don't need very general result. So we need a very specific kind of result which can help us in developing some efficient result or efficient or effective research questions and all this. Okay, so we need to learn prompt engineering, and prompt engineering is different from obviously if someone who is developing content, they might be using a different sort of prompt engineering for their marketing campaigns and all that. So we are researcher, we would be using a very different sort of prompt engineering, which I have explained, and I have given you one template for this prompt engineering as well. So make sure or make yourself familiar with this prompt engineering. No matter what type of AI tools you are interacting with, you need this skill, which is called prompt engineering. Okay, so I have already explained that in the video. So make yourself familiar. If you have any question on this, you can note it down, or you can ask me in the next session, or you can type it in on your portal, and I will take those questions before preparing for next session. Okay. So first thing, prompt engineering, how to interact with these AI tools. I have already uploaded one video. Then we have a research question development phase. So how we can develop an efficient research question. Research question should be very detailed, that will guide us throughout the process. So I have given you one video on research question development and how we can do that. What are the key ingredients on a very good research question? So that video is already available on your module 1. Okay. Then we have refining research question, how we can refine research question, and what are the different methods of refining your research question, and how we can check whether our research question is appropriate or not. Will it work? Will it, is it accurate? Is it, you know, general, or it is too much specific? It is new. It is bringing something into the body of knowledge. So all these questions, you can respond to these questions by applying a Goldilocks test. I will upload that video how you can apply that Goldilocks test, where you can learn about your research question, whether that research question would be acceptable for a very high quality research journal or not. Okay, that is very simple question, and everybody should ask themselves, okay, I have developed this research question, I have developed this idea, whether this idea is acceptable for high quality research or not before we start working on that research article. So that is why module 1 is the most important one. So if you pay attention to your module 1, it means that you have done almost 50% of your work, because the idea is good, then we can do the rest of the work. Okay. But the catch here is, what are the key tools we will be using within this uh, research question development? Remember, uh, because research question development is like more like a brainstorming. It's not a literature review process. It is like a brainstorming session. So whenever we'll be brainstorming or we are talking about the information available and working with that type of information, we will be using these three important tools. Gemini, one of the best, because if you are using Google, so Gemini would be one of the best option for you. But ChatGPT, obviously, if you are familiar with ChatGPT, we can work with the ChatGPT as well. So I will train you on Gemini and I will train you on ChatGPT as well in order to, use this to develop a research question, and also Copilot. So I have already uploaded videos for ChatGPT. I'll try to upload one video for Gemini as well. But for ChatGPT, the way you work with the ChatGPT, it is similar. You can work with the Copilot and with the Gemini. The only difference with ChatGPT is the free version of ChatGPT have access to the body of knowledge until 2022 September. Okay, but Gemini and Copilot are GPT-4. It means that it can access to any website, live links, anything. Okay, so you will have a latest information with Gemini and Copilot. So Copilot is Microsoft based. If you are using Microsoft Office, if your university is using Office 365, the Copilot is one of the best option for you. If your university or your institution is using Gemini or Google, then Gemini is the best option for you. If not, then ChatGPT is also one of the best options. So all three options are really good for brainstorming and all this. Okay, so this is step one where you will create a research question. Okay, any question here? I can see in chats a few questions. Let's. Uh, okay, where can we use certifications? So certifications. This is an important certification, but it is non CPD credit. So if your university is giving you career development points, obviously you can use to claim those points and specific hours for your development in your work. Um, I think that is also possible, and you can use this certification to showcase your literature review skills at any institution. So that is possible. Okay. Okay. So prompt engineering, where do I get the prompt engineering? I will show you later on. It is available in additional learning. Okay. Okay. So okay. So the Annie asked a question whether we'll be using uh, free version or paid version. So in this course, we will be using all free versions. Okay. Uh, Free versions are fair enough. And where you want to buy them, I can share the link because I'm obviously doing affiliate marketing for all these tools. So you can use those, discounts and all this. But I think you can use all these tools for free. It's not required. Wherever the paid version is required, I will let you know. But the course is designed in the way you don't need any paid version of any of these tools. Okay. And some question is being asked, uh, what are the different tools we are using? So I'm giving you description of every tool we are going to use step by step. Okay. In each step, we'll be using a different tool. Okay. And remember, like there are many AI tools, thousands or tons of AI tools. Every day we are receiving emails from different AI tools for affiliate marketing and all this. But it's not about the AI tools. What AI tools are we using? It's about what is the requirement? How are we going to use them? Where are we going to use them? Okay. So it is a breed of like AI tools. So these tools, the way you can see that the Gemini, Chat GPT, Copilot, it's like a similar set of tools. So there are many tools in this breed. You will find them and you can use them. It's okay to use different tools. Okay. Then I will give you a few more tools like SciSpace, Elicit, or many other tools. They are also similar for researcher, and you have a site. You have different. Even the Scopus have its own AI. So it is not about the AI tool. Any AI tool which gives you the similar functionalities, you can use that. Okay, but the idea is this: how are we going to use it? What we need from that tool. So when you will learn about these steps, you will automatically understand how you can use these AI tools and what type of AI tools are required for your work. Okay, so don't worry about the many tools, or if you are familiar with some AI tools, we can still use them and they are okay. Okay. Okay, so I believe I answered your question on the tools. So please bear with me. I will give you the details of all these tools. So this is step one where we'll do conceptualization. The step two is completely based on data extraction. So this is where we will be using Prisma guidelines. Okay, this is what makes a systematic literature review a systematic literature review. Otherwise, there are many AI tools available where you can search literature, you can find different articles. That is not, worthy because they will give you a lot of information. from different tools, from different, like maybe different databases, but that do not following any sort of the framework we are using. Okay, so Prisma guidelines will tell you what type of articles we need to include in our systematic literature review and how to extract that information from those tools. This is where we'll be using different AI tools. So step two would be using Prisma guidelines in order to extract data from different websites. So as a test case, as I mostly use Scopus and Web of Sciences. So all of researcher, mostly they are using this Scopus and Web of Sciences databases. So we can use those databases to extract this information. So the objective of this step two is, first you need to define the keywords that is from your research question. Then you need to develop a search query, okay? And then finally use Prisma guideline and extract the final number of research article. And finally, we need to download all the PDF files of all these research articles, okay? So this is step two. So the objectives of step two is to define keywords, then you need to search literature using Prisma guideline. Complete inclusion and exclusion criteria needs to be applied. I will tell you how to do that. And then you need to extract a CSV file or Excel sheet. From that Excel sheet, we will download all the PDF files of those research articles. So this is where you need to understand, if any AI tool where you can just search literature is not fair enough for systematic literature, we need to define a clear criteria. This is where the step two will follow Prisma guideline with some AI tools. I will help you to work with these AI tools as well. Okay, so in step two, we'll be using Scopus and Web of Sciences database, but also my favorite, Microsoft Excel would be used a lot. And then we will be using Power Drill. This is another AI tool which have data analytical abilities. Okay, very strong, very powerful tool. We call it Power Drill. Okay, so there are many other alternatives for this tool is available. I will show you some of these alternatives, but I like this Power Drill because of some reason. I will explain those reason to you when we'll be in step two. Okay, so step two would be mainly on data extraction and extracting PDF file or downloading PDF files of your research articles. Okay, I know this is like a tedious process to download all these PDF files, but Microsoft Excel will help us in generating those quick links, and we can quickly download these research articles. Okay, so that is step two, data extraction. Clear? Any question? Does it make sense? Any point which is not clear, please, if you have any question, please ask me here. Okay, so if literature synthesis is our step three. If you have downloaded all those files, the next step would be uploading those files into any AI tool and extract information. Okay, so what type of information can be extracted? We use literature clustering, literature or thematic development, method-based segregation. So we try to segregate literature into different small bunch of options or bunch of different informations. Okay, so we call it literature clustering. So this is the first step. So we create themes, sub themes, or different groups of research articles, and then we try to synthesize the literature by creating a few different research streams. That is the traditional way of working with the systematic literature. There are many other options available, but this is the most easiest one and the most practiced one method, where we define different themes in the literature and then we come up with some conclusion. Okay, but this is where you will have like 60, 70, or 100 research article, and from those 100 research article, maybe we have four different streams or different uh, uh, themes of research or different clusters of researcher, maybe 25 or 25 to 30 research article in each cluster. Okay, and then we'll try to understand what exactly those clusters are telling us, what are the limitations on the literature, and what are the future recommendations, and we'll try to synthesize that in step three. Okay, so the very important step, and the objectives are, first, you need to analyze those PDF files which we have downloaded, then extract research clusters, themes, as I mentioned, then segregate research article according to each clusters and theme, and finally work within theme and explore limitation and future directions for systematic literature. So this is where you will do most of your work. Okay, most of the intellectual work would be done at step 3. Okay, so this would be your module 3. uh, Okay, so the lecture links and also resources, demo video, everything. I will provide you detailed videos on every tool and how to use them, all the functionalities, and how are we going to use them. Don't worry, that is part of the module or the course. But obviously, we need to learn what exactly we are trying to achieve with this course first, and then we can start working with this. So I have already uploaded for ChatGPT and Gemini. Later on, I will upload with the rest of the tools and techniques, and I will share the links also. So don't worry, when we'll start, you will understand that all these tools and you will learn them, and I will share all the links and videos as well. Okay, so don't worry about that part. Okay, so the most important powerful tool. Now, recently, this tool have evolved a lot. We have many different tools for the same breed, like Elicit, Perplexity. We have a PDF merge or PDF investigate. There are many different AI tools with the same options available. Okay, but some of them, they are really powerful, and size space have evolved a lot. I will show you functionality, then you will understand why I like this tool a lot, because it gives us many different opportunities to work with the different, but at the same time we will be working with other tools as well. So I will train you on size space, Elicit, Scholarship, Power Drill, and also Microsoft Excel is also an amazing tool, and it have AI functionalities which less known, but it's very powerful. We can use this all different tools, and I will add a few more tools, and I will share the videos with you on those tools as well if you are interested. But it's not about the tools. You can do your work with one tool only, and you can create the complete research literature article. But obviously, every person have their own different way of working and learning, so they can use any of these tools. I will make sure I will upload videos on all these tools. So depending on your requirement, you can use all these tools. Okay. So size, space, Elicit are almost similar tools. Scholarship is also the same breed of tool, but it have some limited functionalities. But for now, recently, SciSpace have evolved a lot, and it is giving us many different functionalities, which is very powerful for us, especially in step 3. Okay, so this is the step 3 tools which we'll be using in this course, and this is how you work with this literature review and synthesis. Finally, the most important part, once we have all these systematic literature review and everything is being done, you have created the themes, sub themes. Now it is time to conclude your research. This is where the most important work would be done. Okay, so you will be working within theme, you will explore the limitation and prospect, but the most important one is drawing conclusion, literature synthesis. It means that what exactly you have developed, it is a theory, or you are proposing something, or you are exposing some limitation, or whatever you are planning. Maybe in some cases we usually define some steps based on systematic literature. It can be a model, it can be a framework, it can be anything, it can be a new theory, depending on your work. Okay, so you need to draw a conclusion, and most importantly, that conclusion needs to be illustrated graphically. This is where your critical skills are required, thinking skills are required. So you need to think how you can explain those results, or represent those results, or illustrate those results graphically in form of any flow chart or whatsoever. Okay, so this is the step 4, which is very much important. So I usually use this word graphical abstract. Okay, so you can prepare a graphical abstract, and in this stage, we'll be using Napkin, very important AI tool, Miro or Canva, but at the same time, you will be using all these AI tools at this stage of your research. Okay, so this is stage 4. Jenny.ai is included. but it is very limited in terms of the functionalities. We have other tools available which can help you more than Jenny.ai. If I would like to buy any tool, I would buy like Gemini or ChatGPT because it can give us all these different functionalities. If I want to buy any full maybe pro version for any of these tools. So this would be ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot. So we will be working with the Gemini Pro version because I have bought that one for our research. So I will show you some of these functionalities. But these are all tools which we can use, and it is not just one or two tools. They are different breed of tools. Their functionalities are different. And similar tools, you can find tons of these similar tools like SiteSpace, Elicit. So you will find many different tools which gives you similar functionality. So it is not about the tools, it is about the functionalities and the way we want to work and what we want to achieve with that. Okay. So that is all for four different modules of this course. And at the end of the fourth module, you would be able to complete your research article because the graphical abstract is ready, and I will train you how to write these different. Okay, so these are four simple steps of our systematic literature review with AI. Okay, so if you have any question now, please go on unmute your mic and we can have those questions. Okay. For the ethical use, I have a slide. We will discuss
Hello?
the slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rita, please go on.
Okay. I was thinking because I'd like to thank you first of all for your incisive explanation. But I was just thinking whether I needed a little background in engineering to be able to follow because I'm a lawyer and it's like some things are sounding like Greek to me here. So I'm a little lost at a loss. So I don't know. Do we need, can a lawyer be part of this? Because I actually, what I have in mind is different from what you've explained. So I'm a little at a loss.
Okay,
Thank you.
Rita, thank you very much for your question. And this might be the question in everyone's mind. You don't need to be expert of engineering or anything. We are not doing anything special with the engineering or anything. What we are trying to do is we are doing our research, especially if you are a lawyer, you will do your research in law, but we will use this AI tool for brainstorming. Okay, so a lot of information is available online. So we try to access that information through these tools. And in some cases, we try to analyze that information with the help of these AI tools. Okay, so you
Okay.
don't need to worry about anything at all. You can
Okay.
start working from scratch. But the
Okay.
only thing is you need to learn how to interact with these tools. Okay. And
Okay.
this is where I have uploaded one video in additional learning section of your module box, okay, where
Okay.
I will discuss about the prompt engineering 4C formula. Watch that video and you will understand it clearly. It's not no
Okay.
problem at all. Don't worry about that part, okay?
Okay. Thank
And
you so
if you
much.
have any difficulty, you just let me know and I will help you at every
Okay.
point of research, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
No
I,
technical,
I,
knowledge is required.
I was also thinking, I say for this kind of thing, would it not have been good to create like a WhatsApp for quick to access a lot of things
Mm.
instead of doing the email? The emails are good, but sometimes when emails are sent to you people, it takes a while to reply. But if there is a WhatsApp group created for this purpose, I think it would communicate faster and help the process. That's my own thinking. I don't know.
I think that's a good idea. So what I can do is I can generate a link for WhatsApp group, and
Thank you.
those who want to join, please feel free to join. Yes, it's a good
Okay.
idea. I can take a
Thank
note
you.
on this, and we can do that. Yeah,
Thank you.
but that obviously is based on the voluntary. Anyone who want to join, please feel free. I'll share that link. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Yeah. Mm. Vinay, can you unmute your mic and ask question?
Dr. Imran, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the valuable inputs with regard to how we can prepare an SLR paper. So my question is about Turnitin, and nowadays there is an AI component inside, and it's now flagging, even though we are using our own word statement, but still flagging as if we are using AI tool. But in any way, you are saying to use AI tool, and like your advice, how can we get away from getting caught? Yes, your advice. Thank you.
I got your question very well. Okay, so the thing is, for that AI content, there is no policy, I think, not from any institution is being developed yet. Okay, yes, we are trying to solve that problem and we are trying to detect this, but the thing is, there are many gray areas in this AI content development detection. For example, if I write anything and then I ask AI tool to correct my English because I'm not native English speaker. So let's say I use this tool and we were using this tool or we were trained to use this tool like Grammarly or Quillboard. We were using that. So once this content which you have created is being paraphrased or improved by any AI tool, that will be flagged as a AI content development. Okay, so this is a gray area. Yes, we are working with that. Hopefully, the most important part is in this module or in this writing, we are not completely using AI tool for writing everything. Okay, we are using that to brainstorm, to export information from one source to other. Generally, we are using these tools for to read the massive amount of information and give us abstracts. Okay, information. So I will tell you how you can use responsibly, but for AI content development, I think it's in gray area. There is no certain rules available. Okay, but there are tools available which can humanize the content. Okay, so I would not train you on those tools, but there are tools available. I will show you the functionalities of those tools as well. But I don't think so that would be required in our case because we'll be using this AI tools very carefully. Okay. Yes, Amaka, your question?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
thank you very much,
yes, doctor.
Imran.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Amaka, yeah.
Thank you very much for this presentation. So my question now is on the hallucination issue with AI tools.
Mm.
I've been in like other presentations where people try to generate evidence using AI, and then this issue of hallucination comes up when the tool just brings up fictitious information or fictitious evidence, from the literature, right? So I don't know if this is something you address in this course, and how best would it be for us to like how to sort of get through this problem, and be able to use AI to pull up information from the systematic review. Thank you.
For us, in this course, we'll be using AI tools, which I believe it's a very responsible way of using AI. Okay, because I'm not telling you to create the whole research article from AI. Well, the way we were using, like previously, we were using bibliometric analysis tool, we were using data analysis tool, we were using many different software, and that has happened in research since long. Similar to those tools, AI is also a tool. Okay? So it's like a software. You can use it to help you automate the research process. Okay, so there is no problem with using those tools and techniques the way I will tell you. Okay, but the thing is, where it is becoming more like dangerous part of the AI when people try to write the whole thing from AI, okay, starting from scratch until the complete research article. But the way we will be working, if you continue working in the same way, you will see that there is no problem in any area of your research. So you can submit those research articles to good journals with this disclaimer that we have used AI tools in this area, and this is what we use those AI tools for. Okay, so there is no problem. When you will learn these tools to use responsibly, I think it's the normal thing. And the second thing is, which is my observation. It might be the people have a different opinion on this, but now AI is everywhere. Even if you are buying a new mobile phone, if you are buying a new laptop, if you are buying anything new, you will find AI there.
Mm.
If AI is not responsible, AI is not ethical, then why it is allowed to use in all those apps and everywhere which we are using now? Okay, so the concern that AI is not very much ethical, that is not the case. Okay, so don't worry about that part. We will understand where we have to stop, creating that content and all this. I will let you know when to stop, when this the green and the red and the orange signals are. So in our university, well, now we have three types of the signals for AI. Okay, so it's a red signal where we cannot use any AI. It's orange or amber, where we can use some sort of AI, but we cannot fully use it. And then green, where we have all AI developed content available. For example, the marketing, web development, search engine optimization, you can see that all these companies are using AI and they are getting benefit for this. Okay, so especially for search engine optimization, the companies are using AI free of any discrimination. So that is not the case. Don't worry about the AI utilization. Learn these tools. Otherwise, you would not be in the situation where your fellow researchers are producing maybe 10, 20 research article every year, and you are even not able to write one research article because you are not using these AI tools. So don't left behind. We need to use, we need to embrace, or maybe we need to improvise these tools as well. Okay, so don't worry, we'll learn that part. It's very simple. Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much. Abdul Al Razak.
Here. Thank you. Thank you very much for the informative presentation. I have two questions actually. The first one, you mentioned that we will use AI tools for many steps of developing the systematic reviews. First of all, like writing the question, data extraction, data synthesis, and reporting. I'm just wondering, first of all, like, can we use these kind of tools for other tasks or other steps like risk of bias assessment, or, for example, study selection process? This is the first question. And the second question is, you mentioned that we can use the AI tools for data extractions. However, when you start talking about the data extraction, I confuse a bit, because the term data extractions, as a systematic reviewer, we use it a lot when we extract data from each article, like the required information from each articles. But it seems to me, when you explain the data extractions, it is about the searching the databases. So could you please clarify this point?
The second one, I will explain it first. No, I mean data extraction. It means that article from data from each article. Your understanding is correct. I'm not mixing that up. The first step is we are going to extract information from different databases. Yes, that is search strategy. That is first part. But that is not the only thing. We will be downloading all those research articles, and then we will try to extract information from those articles. Okay.
Right.
So your idea is correct, but we will use different AI tools for doing the same. Okay. But obviously, previously we were reading them and then we were extracting that information. So yes, your idea is. And your first question, can you repeat that again?
Yes.
So,
I mean, like, yes, can we use the AI tools for other tasks that you mentioned, like for risk of bias assessment, which is, some people call it like quality assessment of the included studies, or we can use it for like data study selection.
I think
Yeah.
we can use AI tool in any way. Okay, so wherever the information is available and we need to work with that information, obviously we can use. Okay,
Okay.
we can use for qualitative analysis. We can use for study selection. I will use that and I will tell you how to do that. And even we can replace all our data analysis software whatsoever they are, like R, SPSS, Stata, everything with these AI tools. Okay, so
Okay.
they have those capabilities. They can analyze any sort of information. When I say information, that can be research article and that can be different sort of the data, like numbers or anything. Okay, so text is also information and the digits are also information. So these AI tools are pretty much capable of doing everything. Okay, so whatever you want, okay, so they can do that. The only thing is we need to learn how we can get that work done efficiently and effectively in terms of the information, the quality of the information, the quality of the output. Okay, this is where we need to train ourselves. There is no limitation in the tools. Okay,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
thank you very much. Dr. Arman.
Yes. Hi, Dr. Imran. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. So I basically have two questions. One is regarding the course. The other is a more specific one. So I'll go to that, later. So regarding the course,
Hmm.
so will all the steps will be covered in detail in the live sessions, or they will be just uploaded as videos and we need to watch
Hmm.
first?
Hmm. Okay. Can I answer the first question first?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay, well, what I'll do, my plan is this: I will upload the videos and give you the brief summary of all those steps every week. Okay, what we have done. So, because I cannot cover everything in live session, that would be too lengthy. Okay, so
Yeah.
what I'll do, I will try to create a brief outlines of what we have covered in that module and how you can do that. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask me there. If you are familiar with those concepts, then you can continue working on this. If you are not, then I will provide you short videos on each step as well. Okay, so it's up to you whether you want to go back to those videos and start working with those and start from the basic. And in live session, I'll try to make a summary of what we try to achieve.
Okay, I got it. So the other one is, as I guess one of the fellow member, he has asked about the quality assessment, right? Because that is also a labor type of work where we need to read each and every article, and then we need to see that where is the risk of bias, and what is the quality assessment under different parameters. So do we have any AI tool specifically for quality assessment or risk of bias?
Yes, we have many tools, not one or two. We have many tools, and all these tools which I mentioned, they have these capabilities. So the step is, for the quality assessment, the most important thing is developing a criteria of assessment. So if you can develop that criteria, any tool can help you in assessing the quality of the research article. That is not an issue. I will train you on that part. Okay, this is under the PRISMA guidelines. Okay. So
Thank
we will
you.
have all the inclusion and exclusion criteria. So at that moment, if you have any particular use case, please ask me there, and then we can sort out how we can do with that. Obviously, every research is different, and every time we have a different criteria. So if you have something different in your mind, so please tell me at that time. We can find out how we can use different AI tool to help that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Any other question? Okay, so let me just quickly finish this off. So once you will complete step one, please, Rita, your question.
I'm sorry for coming on again. I'd like to find out whether it would not, it like now in some of the universities in Berlin, they are saying that if you use AI, you would need to acknowledge them.
Yes.
In the exception of without acknowledging them, it will be plagiarism. I don't know if any of the modules here will cover that. Whether
It's not about the plagiarism, but
yeah,
we need to acknowledge, obviously, we need to give an acknowledgement statement that is mandatory for all the researchers now. Okay. So the
okay,
way, for example, if you were using a data analysis tool, maybe
yes,
SPSS in your research. So you mentioned
yeah,
that in your methodology, or you mentioned that in the acknowledgement that we use this tool to generate this outcome.
okay,
Similar is for AI tools. Okay, so you need to mention that you have used this AI tools and this is the purpose of using this AI tool. So
okay,
acknowledgement is quite okay. We can do that, but it doesn't mean that it is plagiarism. Okay, it does.
okay, okay.
That is
Thank
different.
you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, Badru, please,
Okay,
your question.
thank you so much
Yeah.
for the wonderful presentation. Yeah, I think I'm learning a lot from this. But I think what I will advise is that probably maybe I will advise you go ahead with each step first so that maybe by the time you cover all the steps, everybody will be able to understand how we want to use the AI tools. Because, of course, we all know that whenever we submit journals, they will ask you whether you use AI tools, you should indicate. But not the way we use AI tools in writing articles is completely different.
Mm,
So I think I would advise that let us see how we want to apply the AI tools in this context before we now start asking our questions.
mm,
Because I think we don't have the idea yet on how we
mm.
want to apply it. So I think that should be the best. So I suggest that we start with the steps first, then later on, by the time we see everything, then we'll be able to now start asking questions.
Mm.
Because if we
Okay.
start asking questions
And
now without having knowledge on it, I think it will be kind of so that's my own concern. Yeah.
okay, so for this live session, I just gave you an overview of the whole course. Okay, but in your system learning management system, you have all these steps one by one. So we haven't started data extraction. We are on the conceptualization. I will explain that to you in the videos as well. So we have already started that part. It is your time now to watch those videos and start working with these AI tools. So I will explain that in a while. So I have already covered some part of it, and obviously the rest will be in coming weeks. Okay, so let's quickly recap. Once you will complete the week one, you should be able to develop a research question with the help of AI tool. That is the outcome for week one. Okay, so if we talk about the week two, then in week two you would be able to extract the information from PDF files which are being downloaded. That is not being done yet, but obviously the next week we'll do this. This is the next week work. Okay, and then the next time, step three, you would be able to create themes and literature cluster. And in step four, you would be able to complete your research articles or complete your research, whatever, if you are planning to write it for a thesis or it is for your research article. In both cases, these are the different steps, and every step have a different objective. So bear in mind what we are trying to achieve each week. Okay, so that will give you clarity of your work and your idea as well. Okay, so make sure we know that what exactly we are planning to achieve in every week. So week one, this week, which is started today, I have uploaded videos on research question development with AI tools. Okay, so please start working on that and start conceptualizing your research questions. Okay, so I know that you don't have a very uh, you know clear idea of the research question, but we know that what type of research we want to conduct. Okay, so once you have that general idea, I have explained that step by step how you can create from that general idea to a very unique research question which can help you with your research. Okay, so before I move on, let me take these question in the chat, and then hopefully we can work with the Sabha, you asked for the research paper publishing. Yes, I can help you. And once you complete your research article, if you will share it with me, I will obviously help you with the publication and suggested journal or whatsoever. Obviously, if you send me research articles once it's completed, I will help you to publish with that. But before that, I want you to work with your, step by step. So first, when you will share your research question with me, I would understand, okay, this is the kind of research you are planning to conduct and whether it is acceptable for high quality research articles or not. Okay, so I will have that idea in steps. Okay, so once each step you will progress with me, and finally I would be able to understand, okay, this is your research and it is already being done, and then we can find out a related journal with that I will be happy to help you with that also. Okay. uh, I think these questions are almost covered. Okay, so let's work on the let's just the final thought. Responsible use of AI in research. Obviously, we are not asking AI to generate the whole research article. So we will be working with different tools in bits and pieces where they will help us in automating our work process, workflow. Okay, so whenever you will be, thinking about writing a research article, especially the systematic literature review article, rather than focusing on AI tool, you need to focus on these 4 steps. This is called my workflow. Okay, so there are 4-step workflow which you need to follow in this systematic literature review writing. Whenever, or not even systematic literature, anywhere, whenever you are writing any sort of research, these are the 4 steps. Okay, so each step we will be working with a different tool and try to make our work more quick and remove all this menial work which might not be required by us. We can use AI tool in order to, generate that sort of information. Okay. Yes, Habibullah, your question, please.
Hi. Thank you for the session. So a quick question I've already written in the chat box as well. So my question would be, do you think in the near future, the programs analysis like SPSS, NVivo, and others available will be replaced by AI, and there will be an acceptance in academic circles? Because AI technically is doing all even analysis today. I mean, at the basic level, but do you think it will also be done at the very complex level, the way SPSS and NVivo does? So need a very quick feedback from you on this.
I think it's not, I'm not thinking it, I'm using these tools. I will train you on these tools as well, some of them. Okay, so not all of them. So yes, we can totally replace any sort of data analysis tools, any sort of it. Okay, and it is totally acceptable because it gives you complete Python code or R code if you want to work with that. So the statistics algorithms are already available in all these AI tools, and machine learning is also available. So I think these tools are already very much sophisticated, more than SPSS and all those other data analysis tools. They were built for very specific reason, but now we have those capabilities in all these tools, and I will show you some of these examples. Even if you like, I can show you some quantitative analysis examples as well in this course, and we will learn that these tools are capable of handling much more information than we think. Okay, so yes, it is, and they would be acceptable because it will give you complete underlying analysis techniques, also the algorithms and the calculations. Everything is available with these tools, so you can write a complete description of whatever analysis you are planning to do. And the most important one is these AI tools can tell you what type of models are suitable for your data. And that is where, I really love these tools because they can tell me I need to use multimodal structure equation or anything. They can suggest me all these tools based on my data, which I am going to upload in this. So yes, I think it's possible, and not in near future, it is already in there. And some of these tools are very much specific for these sort of data analysis. Even for Microsoft Excel, I will teach you AI tools or AI options available, and you can do a lot of analysis with just a few prompts. So yes, it's, the things are, going in that direction which you are thinking of. Yeah. Okay.
Right, thank you. Thank you.
Good, excellent. Thank you very much. Oh, any other question, please? If I missed any question from chat, please unmute your mic and ask me your questions if you are, if there is any question left.
So, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your view about bibliometric analysis in
So
comparison to this? Yeah.
we will do bibliometric analysis. I taught bibliometric analysis in many different tools. Okay, I use SiteSpace, I use bibliometrics. There are many videos available of my bibliometric analysis on YouTube. You can watch them, but we can do that in these AI tools. So we don't need those tools also. So if you want to run bibliometric analysis, when we will be working with this information extraction and thematic development, please remind me. I will give you a few prompts which you can write, and these tools are fully capable of running any sort of bibliometric analysis. There's no problem with it. Okay, so we don't need additional tools. Previously, I was trained on WAS Viewer, SiteSpace, Giphy, and then I was using like R Bibliometrics or Biblioshiny package. So I trained them, and I have a few videos. And when we started this systematic literature review classes, so initially we were able to develop themes based on these tools, but not anymore. It is not required. They are more complex, and we have very simple solution for the same problem. So I think things are easier now.
Dr. Imran, I have one last question. Sorry. During your presentation, you mentioned you have a code, a kind of like a discounted code for accessing ChatGPT Premium on Gemini.
Not for ChatGPT. I have for PowerDrill and for SciSpace. I can share it with you. But if you want to use, this is for everyone. If you want to use um, the free ChatGPT, use Gemini. Okay, and Gemini will give you 3 or 2 months free account. Okay, so please use this because we can upload many files on Gemini, and it have many other features as well. Okay, so if you want to use it for this duration, you can use it for free. Just use any Gmail account and start trial version for 2 months. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
But the tools, once you learn them, then decide what tool you can, you want to buy or you want to work with. That's totally up to you. Okay? I will share the codes and all that. Okay. Okay. So the final thing to everyone, please make sure you have started learning, and the module 1 is about developing research question. Okay, I gave you a clear idea of the whole structure of the course, but the module 1 is crafting powerful research question, and I have already given you a detail of first video, introduction to systematic literature review process, which I think I have already covered, but I try to make it in the very short video, 10 to 15 minutes, so you can spare some time and watch them quickly. Okay, so how you can develop a research question using ChatGPT, this is where you need to start working with, okay? So what type of research question, ChatGPT and all these key prompts I have already given, and also the exercise files or the PDF files are available within the exercise file. In the additional learning, you will learn how to use or how to set up your ChatGPT for custom instruction. Very important. Please make sure you watch this video, and also prompt engineering, the basics of prompt engineering when we are working with the with all these AI tools. Okay, for the custom instruction, I have already provided you one template. Okay, it is available here in the exercise file. Download this and use this for populating your Chat GPT. If you are not using Chat GPT custom instruction tab, it means that you are receiving very general result. Okay, so tell ChatGPT what exactly you want from the ChatGPT, what type of research you are conducting. So if you tell this information to ChatGPT, it will give you very specific answers to your questions. Okay. So this is very important to set up your AI tools for optimal use. So this is all about module 1, and the information is already available. Now you have 1 week. Please make sure you watch all those videos, practice that. And if you have any questions, please write those questions in the comment box, and I will try to take those in the next session. Okay. Or if possible, I will give you replies within this platform comments as well. Okay, so that's my request. Please take some time. These are videos, you can watch them anytime while you are traveling, while you are working, anytime. So this is very important information, but make yourself familiar with these tools so you can use them up to the maximum capacity of these tools, because they have a lot of functionality. So we need to mention that we need to make sure that we are using them in a very right or very optimal way. Okay. Okay, so the prompts are being shared. Okay, so please make sure the content is uh, available for module one. Please make sure, and additional videos, and also check the exercise file, because I have given you some prompts and all these different sort of information within this module. I think that is it for today's session. Now, let's take a few minutes for any question. Otherwise, I can conclude this session. And I assume that you will be working with module one, and you would be able to create a research question before the next week. This is your homework, okay? So you have to create a very good research question for next week, okay? Any question? Anything? If not, thank you very much. And I hope to see you in the next week session. But before this, you have some work to do. Please watch those videos and try to develop your research questions. So next week, it is a good idea if you can come up with some very, you know, focused type of research questions, so we can move on with the next step of our research. Okay. Thank you very much and have a very nice day. Goodbye. This session recording would be available by tomorrow, okay, on your portal. Thank you very much and have a very nice day. Goodbye. See you next week.
Thank you.